ASMR house, and today I'm going to be going back into the Astrology Magic book. So, first off, I want to say I hope your day or night is going very well, and I'm so glad that you're here to join me today. So, we're going to get straight into it. In the last video, I actually talked about the book a little bit. I read a few pages, not even really that many, but I'm just gonna hop back into it if I can remember where we left off. Okay, so I left off on birth charts. So this is where we're gonna start for today. Birth charts, birth charts, charts. All of the designs in this book is so beautiful, so pretty. And it has the little zodiac signs here on the wheel. I don't know if you can see them or not. The moons. Okay, birth charts. A birth chart is a snapshot of the heavens at the exact moment of your birth, but also, crucially, from your vantage point on Earth. The birth chart on the page opposite is my own birth chart. Oh, so this is a picture of the author's birth chart. So it shows how the heavens were ordered at the time of my birth, 2:45 a.m. on May 4th, 1984, from my perspective in Yorkshire, England, where I was born. A birth chart freezes time, putting you at the center and then arranging all the planets and signs around you in a circular map as they were positioned in the skies when you were born. Each sign and planet has a very different effect upon your life depending on where they are positioned in your chart. There are many free online birth chart calculators, but it's important to note that some are better than others. These require your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth to be able to create your chart. To make sure you get an accurate birth chart, consider using 2 or 3 different calculators and compare the results. If you don't know the time of your birth, you can use a sunrise chart instead. Look up the time of the sunrise on the day and at the location you were born, and use this as the time of birth when using an online birth chart calculator. The chart that is drawn up will be less accurate, but it will still give you a good understanding of yourself and who you are. Now you have your chart, it's time to learn how to interpret it. So let's flip the page. The main features of a birth chart. Okay, and then reading. Oh, let's try to get this into frame very well. Okay, reading a birth chart. Reading a birth chart. The main features of a birth chart. Our solar system is ordered with the sun at the center and all the planets in their different orbits around it. But in your birth chart, things are a little different. It's geocentrically ordered, which means you are placed at the center and all these celestial bodies in the sky appear to move around you from your position and perspective on Earth. This is why you will never see Earth represented as a planet on a birth chart. The chart opposite is a sample birth chart with all main features labeled. It might look complicated at first, but it can be broken down into the following sections. The outer circle contains the ascending, descending, mid-heaven, and Imam Koali signs, which we'll come back to later. The second circle of the chart contains the 12 signs of the zodiac, which represent different personality types based on when you were born. When reading your birth chart, these zodiac signs are positioned based on your ascending sign. The zodiac sign for your ascending sign can be found on the left of your chart along the horizontal line marked ASC, and the descending to the right of the chart marked DSC. So, okay, so, okay, now let's see if I can look at this on this camera. Assuming that, okay, this is ascending, which is this part, and then descending, which is this other half. Okay. The third and fourth circles of the chart are divided into 12 sections called the astrological houses. Together they symbolize the different spheres of human existence. It's here where the planets are arranged depending on where they were in the heavens at the time of your birth. The boundaries between the houses and between the signs are known as cusps. The geometric shapes drawn in the houses are called the aspects. Measured in degrees, these show the angular relationships between the planets and are used to calculate the specific position in which each planet is placed in your chart, to reflect the exact place they were in the skies when you were born. In this book, we'll look at each of these in detail to build up the foundations of astrology. Okay. You can flip. The sounds. I would like to get into the sounds just for a little bit. Let's just relax, 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 relax. Relax, 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 relax. Relax, 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 relax. Relax. Remember to breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Astrology magic. Okay. Sun and moon signs. Sun and moon signs. Sun and moon signs. Sun and moon. Sun and moon. Sun, 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 sun and moon, moon. Sun and moon signs. Your sun, moon, and ascending signs make up the big three when learning more about your birth chart. They represent different aspects of who you are. When they are put together, they represent your inner and outer self and define your overall personality. Sun sign, sometimes known as your star or zodiac sign, your sun sign represents personality and ego. It is a starting point when it comes to interpreting your birth charts, since it is essentially about the self and who you really are. Your sun sign is based on the date of your birth, but it's always good to double check your sign by looking at a proper birth chart, as the precise dates for each zodiac can change slightly by 1 to 2 days each year. Your sun sign represents the energy you put out into the world. It's the highest form of self-expression and is connected to your core traits. Although specifically how these are expressed will depend upon the zodiac sign your sun is in. Your sun sign is where your identity and self-esteem are formed and where our conscious personality is created. The rules how people see us. It rules how people see us. Looking into your sun sign can take you on a journey of discovery where you learn more about your deepest wants and desires, as well as your strengths, weaknesses, the polarity, modality, and element of your sun is also important, as their energies will influence the way you naturally express yourself. Okay, sun signs, sun signs, sun signs, sun signs, sun, moon signs. Your moon sign is just as important as your sun sign. Although most people don't know theirs, whereas your sun sign is about how you outworldly express yourself. Your moon sign asks you to go inward. It represents your feelings and emotional personality, what you need to feel safe and secure in life, and how you emotionally react to those things happening around you. Your moon sign can also tell you about your emotional needs and how they are best met. Looking into your moon sign can help you to understand your instincts, your intuition, and can bring a deep sense of self-knowledge. But like the sun sign, how this relationship with yourself is inwardly expressed depends upon which zodiac sign your moon is in. I hope I'm not reading too fast. I just feel like last video, it took me a really long time to read. Therefore, we didn't get too far into the book. But I think I'll read a couple more pages. This is so beautiful. The illustration, the designs of the book, everything is just so beautiful. I love the colors, the themes, the everything. All right. Let's see. Rising, descending, rising, descending. Rising, descending, midheaven, and Imam Coeli. Now, these words I'm not very familiar with, like midheaven and Imam Coeli. I don't think I've ever heard that word before, but this is why I have the book, so I can get more educated. Okay, so you're rising, ASC, descending, the SC, midheaven, MC, and Imam Coeli, IC. Signs are represented by angular points in your birth chart rather than actual planets or other celestial bodies. Let's look into detail at the 4 most important angles in your birth chart. Rising sun. Your rising or ascending sign completes the big 3 in astrology. It's called a rising sign because it represents the zodiac sign that was on the eastern horizon at the time of your birth. It represents your outlook on life and the kind of impression you give to others when you meet them for the first time. Often referred to as the mask we wear, this is your public face, how you represent yourself to the world, and how others see you. Rising signs change every 2 hours, but if you don't know your time of birth, find out the time the sun rose on the day of your birth and at the location you were born. You can then use this time when using online birth calculators as a rough estimate. If you don't resonate with the sign that it gives you, read about each zodiac sign and choose the one that speaks to you the most. Okay. descending sign. Aside from your sun, moon, and rising signs, your descending sign is important too, although it often gets overlooked. This is the horizontal line marked on the sample chart opposite that refers to an angular point on your birth chart on the right-hand side marked DSC. Opposite to your ascending sign, ASC, the descending sign is linked to the 7th astrological house, which represents the relationships in your life and how you interact with those around you. The 7th house is the most easterly point of your chart, and the 1st house is the most westerly point, where your rising sign is. Knowing more about your descending sign can help you to understand your attitudes toward relationships. Often referred to as your shadow side, your descending sign refers to the parts of your being you find difficult to deal with, as well as your weaknesses. Your descending sign reveals those qualities you don't personally have, but ones you unconsciously seek to have through your relationship with others. It can also reveal the qualities you unconsciously look for and value in a romantic partner, as well as how you maintain your commitment within these relationships. I hope this is very relaxing for you. Okay, midheaven. The midheaven is the 10th house of your birth chart, also called medium coeli, meaning top of the sky. It is an angular point near the very top of your birth chart that represents your public and professional life, social standing, and career. It can offer you an insight into the kind of impact you will have on the world through your connections, as well as your sense of purpose and destiny. If you are finding it hard to find a career that's right for you, the midheaven is the place to start. The zodiac sign your midheaven is in will give you a deeper understanding as to the kind of career you will find most fulfilling in this lifetime and what steps you need to get there. For a more accurate interpretation, don't forget to consider any planets you have in your midheaven, as they will help to guide you to the point of your highest potential for success. And finally, Imam Coeli. The Imam Coeli is Latin for bottom of the sky, which perfectly describes its position at the bottom of your chart. It also sits at the start or cusp of the 4th house. The Imam Coeli is concerned with the home, the past, and the education and upbringing. The Imam Coeli represents your deepest and most private inner self, your roots and what you need to feel safe in this world. It is important to look at which zodiac sign is your Imam Coeli, since this will give you an insight into the parts of yourself you keep most hidden from the world, even things you are unconsciously hiding from yourself. So, I think this is where I'll stop, because I believe after this page, we go into the signs of the zodiac. Now, next video, I don't think will be this. I think next video will be probably something a bit more, say, just freestyle, but I just wanted to get a little bit further into this book, which I still feel like I didn't, but I try my best. But I believe this is going to be it for now. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of me reading this book. And until next time, good night.